Rabies vaccination not only protects dogs and cats from the deadly virus, it also reduces the risk for owners who can unknowingly be exposed by unvaccinated pets. Help us protect you, your family, and your pet by getting them vaccinated today.
This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Tired of the endless bickering and name calling of most political talk shows? That's why Taylor Copeland hosts Tactics on the News Radio 1440 Facebook page and YouTube. As a national debate finalist and minister, Taylor uses simple reason to make solid arguments and teaches you how to do the same. Watch the Tactics podcast Monday through Thursdays at 6 p.m. online, or listen to the Best of show Saturday mornings at 9 on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. He is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Front Eye Radio, he's Eric Crowley, and I'm Gary McNamara. Here's a story. California Democrat State Senator Stephen Bradford is warning African Americans not to get their hopes up for massive reparations payments from the state. Bradford's message came after the California Reparations Task Force recommended over the weekend that the state pay $1.2 million in reparations to each black resident. That was actually last weekend they did that. The state lawmaker who served on the task force claimed that it's possible that black residents could receive some kind of cash payments if the money's there, but argued that receiving million-dollar checks in repayment for historical discrimination is not happening. Representative Barbara Lee, who attended the meeting, stated afterwards reparations are not only morally justifiable, but they have the potential to address long-standing racial disparities. But Bradford told potential recipients not to expect huge payments when the California government has not figured out where the money would come from. The state lawmaker from Los Angeles did say anything is possible if the money's there. Right. That's a huge asterisk. And a qualifier on that. If we had a gazillion dollars, if we win the lottery, yeah. But added, he will stay realistic. He will stay realistic. You're part of the panel that voted $1.2 million for reparations. Well, I'll stay realistic. You just said if the money's there. You can't include that because you know it won't ever be there. He told residents to have the same outlook, saying, I don't want to set folks' expectations and hopes up that they're going to be getting, seven-figure checks. That's exactly what you did. That's exactly what you did. Bradford's comments did rub some people the wrong way. Los Angeles resident and reparations activist Marcus Champion remarked, that is not the way you come to the table to pay a historic debt. That is not the way that you come to the table in any type of negotiation. Start as high as possible, as you possibly can, and then work from there. But, so some of the activists not happy at all about the backtracking. Right.
Top of the Hour News is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Shell Rotella with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Eric and Gary for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. Gary, my home is 55 years old. And I'll tell you right now, before I had the Eden Pure Thunderstorm, some of those odors might have been 55 years old. They stick around, but with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm, you're going to get rid of those odors fast. They're not going to be all over your home anymore.
Yeah, like my cat odors, the litter boxes, cigarette smoke, dirty diapers, cooking smells. Over time, this creates
Inventory on what you lost.
Smells. Now you can eliminate any odor in just a few minutes with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. This small but powerful air purifier guaranteed to get rid of the worst odors in your home.
Right now, Eden Pure has their buy one, get one free deal. going on. No matter how many you buy, you get an equal amount free. Buy two, get two free. Buy five, get five free. Just go to EdenPureDeals.com. Use the discount code REDEYE. EdenPureDeals.com. Discount code REDEYE. Shipping is free.
When you eat in a Denny's booth, you find that time moves like nowhere else. With one bite, everything stops. Every hurry and worry comes to a pause that seems to last forever. And now, our new Diner Classics Plus menu matches the past and the future to bring you unbelievable time-warping flavor. Like the new spicy moves over my handy with savory chorizo and jalapenos, or the red, white, and blue buttermilk pancakes that pause the world around you. Whether breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anything in between, at Denny's, it's Diner time. Participation is very limited time only.
Tom Bodette here, still leaving the light on for the long-haul trucker. While we were locked down at home, you were out there day and night bringing us what we needed to make it through. And Motel 6 is here to help you make it through. Want to trade a loose load strap and a sore back for a good night's sleep? Yes, you do. Motel 6 has a place just down the road with a clean, comfortable room and a great low rate. You'll know it when you see it. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
WLWI AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A surprise at the southern border after the COVID-era Title 42 rule expired Friday. CBS News has obtained data that shows border crossings have fallen more than 50% instead of increasing as expected. President Biden?
They have gone down. My hope is they'll continue to go down. We have a lot more work to do. We need some more help from the Congress as well, in terms of funding and legislative changes.
Lawmakers say the numbers are still too high, and they say detention facilities are overcrowded. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
Some Democrats and Republicans criticize the White House's handling. Congressman Tony Gonzalez, whose district covers El Paso, took video inside a border facility there, frustrated by the scene.
What I'm saying is this overcrowding is becoming normal. It's normal to release people. It's normal to have these folks live in the shadows. All of it is wrong.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is in the UK today, where he's met with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak.
Thank you very much. You supported already.
And this is the only one that
for us. You did a lot. You, your government, and His Majesty, the King.
Zelensky says they discussed Western nations forming a jets coalition to send more fighter jets to Ukraine. After a natural disaster and an economic collapse, voters in Turkey have gone to the polls, triggering the possibility of a second election. Recep Tayyip Erdogan made an unexpectedly strong showing in yesterday's vote. He didn't quite get the 51% that would have prevented a runoff, but he's more than 2 million votes ahead of the competition, an alliance of pro-democracy parties hoping to end Erdogan's 2 decades of increasingly autocratic rule. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London. The heat is on in the Pacific Northwest. Meteorologist Lynette Charles at the Weather Channel says it'll last for at least another few days.
We are definitely going to be dealing with temperatures that are in the 90s, the upper 80s. Seattle, Portland have already set some records, and then we're going to do it all over again as we head towards Tuesday, where we're staying in the 80s and also the 90s.
Yosemite National Park closes today in anticipation of more flooding from record snowmelt. A 5th grade teacher in Brooksville, Florida, is being investigated for showing a movie in class.
What are these things? Get out of here.
Jenna Barbry's Choice, Disney's Strange World, features an openly gay character A school board member reported her to the state education department. Barbary says the film enhanced her earth science class and was not intended to violate new state rules that prohibit lessons on gender and sexual identity. S&P futures are up 16. Dow futures ahead 129. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
A lot of new enrollments, huh? Braylon, Braden.
Monique's daycare is crawling with new arrivals.
Hey, sweetie, are you hungry?
She needs more early childhood educators.
Did your socks slip off again?
And a nap.
Hey there, little guy. Okay. Whoa.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go, so I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partner with Beacon. With the new Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got brands I depend on, like GAF, right at my fingertips. It's like having my Beacon rep in my pocket 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through June, purchase through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Beacon, always building.
A professor in Florida has set a new record for living underwater.
Saturday was Joseph DeTuri's 74th day living at Jules Undersea Lodge. The previous world record set by two other professors in 2014 was 73 days. DeTuri plans to make it to 100 days underwater. The lodge is located at the bottom of a 30-foot lagoon in Key Largo, Florida. During his stay, DeTuri has been studying how the human body reacts to living under extreme pressure for long periods of time. And he's still teaching his biomedical engineering class online, according to the University of South Florida. The professor plans to resurface on June 9th. Matt Piper, CBS News.
The godfather of poker has died.
They tell me I'm intimidating. They tell me I can melt a man with my stare.
Doyle Brunson was one of the most influential players of all time and a two-time world champ. Poker Hall of Famer, Brunson won 10 World Series tournaments. He was 89. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance. At Simply Safe, we design award-winning into your home. It's easy to set up your sign, and
Good morning.
It's an even easier option. Have an expert do it for you.
Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Do what?
Did you have a good mom? Your mother's still alive?
Yes. Oh, yes. Very much alive. I can't keep up with her.
Yesterday was the first time in 30-something years it broke my heart that my mother was gone.
When did she pass
Oh,
away?
87.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the last time walking from the graveyard.
Yeah.
And it just
Sounds like something to look into.
Yeah,
don't give me
yeah.
a thing.
Metashare. Maybe you've heard switching to Metashare.
But
picking
mama,
up
yeah,
the
that-
typical family.
Because I mean, what kind of relationship do you have with your parents?
And that's
Absolutely.
huge.
It's
It's also
still
true that people are way more
It doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah, I did not.
No, it doesn't.
Evidently not.
Yeah, we spent the day with my mom. Yeah, it was my first Mother's Day without my grandmother.
$1 billion of expense bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So
Yeah.
you can save a ton.
That was kind of sad.
Imagine being happy with how you're taking care
Yeah,
of
my
your
mom's
health care. So if
Oh,
you're
it's your mom.
self-employed or part of the
She
gig
is
economy, or just want a
70.
plan you're happy with, you can call
Okay, so she-
now and get
But
advice
I'm
within 2
telling you,
minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number.
Yeah.
She did not, and she is just so full of it. She's like, I can't keep up with
So
it.
she's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of like me. You gotta get out.
She loves going and doing, and you know, so
I told you about 66. I can't believe it.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Your birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, okay, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's May, 16th. May 16th. Oh, you and my aunt.
Yeah, we'll tell her that.
I will. And she will say, when I tell her, she will say happy birthday to you. Well, that's fun, exciting.
Well, just I never really thought I'd make it. I just never thought, I mean, you know,
I hate when people get like, oh, well, you can't do certain things at a certain age. It's all about, you do whatever you want, and right? Yeah. I had a friend named Charlie. He was like seriously like one of my best friends. He passed away at 93, but he was in my Rotary Club, and he was in 4 different bands. He played the trumpet when he was at Auburn, and he started their whole jazz band. Okay. And so he organized. I mean, until the day he died, he was organizing these reunions that would bring thousands of people across the country to bring in that jazz band. And like, I would see him on Mondays at Rotary, and he was like, well, can you come out and dance? Because I'm going to be at Alley Bar this night. I'm going to be here this night. I couldn't keep up with him. And he just thank God he had the strength to just died like that. Because if anything that happened to him, he was so full of energy. But I always think about him because I'm like, that's the kind of, I want to be like that.
If you're going to be here, do something with the time.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Eve.
Oh, well, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shapiro Show tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Depend on it.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Yes, buddy.
Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, NA, copyright 2023.
Another very hot day on the way today. We hit 94 on Mother's Day. Today we get up to about 92. Sunshine through the morning, then clouds develop, and some of those clouds will turn into showers and storms this afternoon into this evening. Coverage today, 40%. An even better chance of rain and storms tomorrow. Coverage around 60%. Highs right around 90 degrees, and another chance of scattered showers and storms Wednesday. Coverage around 50% with highs in the 80s.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident, Troy Highway northbound, just before you get to Hobby Road and the Z-Mart. So please use caution there. That's northbound near Snowden Chambers Road. Outside of that, we're looking good here in the Tri-County area. No major problems on the interstate systems. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Registration for summer classes going on now at Trenton State. Scholarships are available. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning. I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Out of Montgomery, 1 person is dead and 3 others injured after a shooting Saturday night. Police were called to Atlanta Highway in reference to shots being fired. It's just one of 3 homicide investigations in the city. Several people were injured after a shooting and stabbing outside of a nightclub in Opp. The Opp Police Department says the shooting happened around 1 a.m. Sunday at the HJM Club on Hardin Street. At the hospital, 1 person was found with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound, another person found with a non-life-threatening stab wound. It's been nearly 1 month since the mass shooting in Dadeville, and with graduation season here, First Baptist Church Dadeville recently held a graduation ceremony. They recognized Shankivia Smith and Phil Dowdell. Both of them died in that mass shooting, and they were set to graduate this month. I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News, and these are your Monday morning headlines.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I need you right away. My faucet's leaking. There's water on the floor. Can't take it one more day. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home? Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it
list requires work on the land, come see us at Sun South. We listen to your needs so you get the right equipment and the right implements at a price you can afford. And during our spring sales event at Sun South, you can save even more with store-wide specials and financing as low as 0% on select John Deere models. So you can get the to-do list done faster, more efficiently, and more affordably. For your equipment needs, come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Offers expire May 30, 2023. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
For most of Alabama, ticks and mosquitoes are more abundant from late spring to early fall. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and mosquito-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
Russell Wilson here with Play 60, United Way in the NFL, helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time once again to rise and shine. For it is one more day, one more, that you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It's time to rise and shine. It is time for our daily bread, a way to get your day started, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is May the 15th, 2023 AD. Today's daily bread is exploring the stars. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalms 19, 1-6. But Isaiah 40:26 says, lift your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He will bring out the starry host one by one. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is May the 15th. It is a day that has never been. And it is a day that once it's gone, it will never, ever come again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get to bring it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done. Like I tell you every morning, if you've lived, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and give the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do? Well, whatever you do, if you can, while you can, until you can't, reach back and touch somebody else and help someone else along the way. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful because you're never a failure. until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never quit. You never give up, because quitters, they never win. And while winners sometimes lose a thing or two, they never quit, which means that they'll never be a failure. So whatever you do, keep moving forward. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up, because quitters don't win. And winners, oh, they'll fail at a thing or two, but they don't quit. Good morning to you. Exploring the stars. That is our daily bread for this day, May the 15th, 2023. It is a great day to be alive.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Exploring the Stars was written by Dave Brandon. In 2021, a multi-nation effort led to the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope, deployed nearly 1 million miles from Earth to better investigate the universe. This marvel will peer into deep space and examine the stars and other celestial wonders. This is indeed a fascinating astronomical piece of technology, and if everything works, it will provide us with amazing photos and information. But its mission isn't new. In fact, the prophet Isaiah described searching the stars when he said, "Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry hosts one by one. Night after night, they speak of our Creator who hurled this imperceptibly immense universe into existence, and with it, the countless luminous bodies that silently grace our night sky. And it's God Himself who decided how many of the shining objects there are." Psalm 147, verse 4 tells us that He determines the number of the stars and calls them each by name. When mankind sends complicated, fascinating probes to explore the universe, we can enjoy with spellbound wonder the discoveries they make, because each observation points back to the one who made the solar system and everything beyond it. Yes, the heavens declare the glory of God, stars and all. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Psalm 19, verses 1 through 6. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens, God has pitched a tent for the sun. It's like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, like a champion rejoicing to run his course. It rises at one end of the heavens and makes its circuit to the other. Nothing is deprived of its warmth. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, with each technological and scientific advancement we make, we are increasingly astounded by the vastness, complexity, and beauty of your universe. Thank you for creating such an amazing universe that not only sustains our lives, but gives us deep enjoyment. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, so Monday morning, it's time to rise and shine if you can. It's PT day. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to knock it out. All the way. Airborne, every day. We run to the sun. No sweat, not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Time to rise and shine, Montgomery. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. I'd say that call for celebration and PT. Come on now.
Oh, darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go.
All the way.
Gotta be
Rough and tough.
Airborne.
All the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, needs a breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
Airborne, all the way, driving on, all the way, airborne, all the way, driving on. Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump, that's to say one minute. Time to rise and shine. Y'all to be motivated now. PT's next. Somebody get Sergeant Major and First Sergeant out. Tell him to get on out here and grab the mayor. Tell him he need to run with us this morning, okay? Can we get this done?
Airborne, all the way, driving on. Here we go, all the way, gotta be
rough and tough, airborne, all the way. All right, somebody get Sergeant Major, First Sergeant, tell them they're not retired yet. Let's get it, let's hit it, let's roll. There we go.
all the way,
Here we go. Every day, feel my name on the dotted line. All I do is double time. Come on now. Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. Airborne. C-130 rolling down the strip. Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip. Oh yeah. Up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Oh yeah. If my main don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. Oh yeah. And if that one should fail me too, well, look out below, cause I'm coming through. Ooh. Oh yeah. Hey, every day. On the O-drop zone. Box me up and send me home. My wings are upon my chest. And tell my girl I did my best. Hey, every day. Hey, every day. Oh, yeah. Woo! Ah. All right, now the way. And now it's time to pay homage to all of our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. And how about the Merchant Marines and Space Force? Cut them some slack. They're part of the family too. The other side of the family, but they're still part of the family. I did, PT. I did. I really did. Yeah, I did. Anyway, say good morning to Maxwell Air Force Base and Gunner. Without them, there would be no air in Airborne. And if anybody can get a C-141, just park it on the tarmac one time. Let me look at it. One more again. Just let me look at it one more again, and I'll be okay. Good morning to the Alabama Army Reserve and all those guys, Air and Air Force. Good morning to you guys. Carrying out the mission. Save me a seat on that C-5. Also, good morning to our local heroes, our Montgomery Police Department, our Montgomery Fire Department. You know, I didn't realize that in New York on 911, we lost over 250 firemen. Wow. Those buildings coming down. All these years, I didn't know that. Anyway, good morning to you. We honor all of those men who go in harm's way, all the people who run in when everybody else is running out. Semper Fi. In one day, we lost that many. Wow. And last but certainly not least, yep, their motto is Semper Fidelis. But they couldn't pronounce that. So they made it short and simple. Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Good morning, jarheads. It's time to rise and shine. And I don't care if they call Fort Benning, Fort whatever the hell, more, whatever they call it now. It's still Fort Benning. And Bragg is still Fort Bragg in my mind. Won't change in me. I don't care what you call it. It's always Fort Bragg to me. Home of the 80 Deuce. You know, I look at like okay, that's a, you know, I look at military base renaming the same way I look at renaming schools. Okay, you're never going to change that name to the people who went there. Now I can understand building new bases, giving them new kinds of names. I'm with that. I'm with that. But how you gonna tell me after spending all that time in the dirt, in the mud, the slop, and the cold at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, that, you know, jumping out the 141s and the 123s and the 130, going there and going places. How you gonna tell me that it's not Fort Bragg anymore? Y'all out your cotton picking mind. Of course it's Fort Bragg. Now, what y'all want to call it out there? That's that new military. That new military, that we got a new. When you get a Democrat in the White House, the military becomes all new. It's not about military anymore. It's about all these other social experimentation. But to me and all my comrades who spent time at Fort Benning, it's still Fort Benning. It's still Fort Bragg. It's still Fort Lewis, although they did call it Lewis McCord, some crap like that. I don't know what it is. But it's still Fort Jackson. Yeah, it's still, the names won't change to me. Now y'all can call them what you want to call them. That's good. I'm good with that. Okay, but I'm just saying, it won't change the mind of the folks who left some of their blood, sweat, and tears on those drop zones. Okay, no, I'm sorry, we ain't gonna do that. No. Now I know the political correctness and all that stuff. I'm looking at, but anyway, that's all I got to say about that. But I'm looking at a Twitter feed last night, and it looks like, okay, now I want you to check this. It looks like, and I don't blame people for coming here. I'd come here too. But our government is supposed to protect those borders. They got buses down there picking illegal aliens up, bringing them into the United States. Buses. Cost me some money to get on the bus. But and again, I don't blame the people. I would almost say that what these people are doing is traitorous. I mean, it borders on trade, being a traitor. You're going to allow, I mean, we got the only country in the world where we tell you to come on in illegally. There's no other country that I know of that will let you park your car at the gate and come across. Just like your long lost cousin. Again, I don't blame the people that's coming, because the United States is a hell of a lot better than most places in the world. I don't have anything against those people. Because if I was over there, I'd come too. But since I'm over here, I was born in this country. But you go on Twitter and you can see what's going on at the border live. They are taking buses and bringing illegal people over here. What kind of country are we going? What kind of leadership do we have in America today? We don't have it. Kind of like our public schools. We don't have any. It just what was all that fighting and what's all those borders for if they don't? We're the only country. We have some ignoramuses in Washington D.C. Okay, never thought I would ever have to say that about my own leadership in here, but yeah. I'm just glad I'm not in the military now because I'd be court-martialed. Okay, I would be. The things that are going on in the leadership in this country right now is an affront and an assault to all the people who left lives and limbs in foreign countries to protect our way of life. I don't know what the hell our way of life is anymore. Oh, hey, open the door. Somebody's knocking. Yeah, I know they're illegal, but that's okay. We're going to let them in anyway. They got over 500,000 people down. And we're taking buses. I saw it with my own eyes. Buses bringing people into this country. Rather than guard our borders, we're going to open up the border. Okay, then. All right, I'm just saying. But sooner or later, and you know who's going to suffer most for this? And again, I do not blame the people. I would come too. Okay? Sounds kind of hypocritical here, but I'm not. I would if America was in sight, and I would try to reach it too. Really, seriously, I would try to get here too. But that's why we pay. That's why we have a United States Army, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, United States Marines, and all the Air Force. That's why we got those people to protect our country. But we got an idiot in the White House that doesn't know where the lines are. Okay, I mean, we got a damn idiot in the White House. I mean, what the hell's going on? Okay, anyway, but you know who's going to be hurt more than anybody? The poor folks and black folks will be hurt more than anybody with this overinflation of people coming in. It's already hard. And I keep hearing about all these jobs. Okay, I keep hearing about all these jobs that we cannot fill. But every day somebody tells me they can't find a job. So either we have jobs or we don't have jobs. And if we don't have jobs, then why in the hell are we bringing more people into the United States? Okay, sooner or later, no matter how big your bathtub is, you put enough water in it and it will overflow. I'm just telling you. We'll come back with the lessons of life and all of that good stuff in a little bit here. I just don't, and again, I don't get me wrong now. Again, because I would come here too, especially if the door was wide open. I'd come too. Something's wrong. Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with our nation, with our leadership. There's a book put out some years ago. Dick Rubiger gave it to me. The Late Great USA. I think we're seeing it in action now. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Now, got a little audio presentation this morning before I go off way off the chosen path there. A little something for TD Jakes. TD Jakes is the man. I like TD. He always put out something that's good. So enjoy this. I think you will.
An inventory on what you lost, you will never count up what you have left. Your future is never predicated on what you lost, it's predicated on what you have left. What you have left is enough to build something greater than where you are. And you have all the rich experiences that come through the atrocities you survived. You're stronger, you're wiser. You've proven things to yourself that you couldn't have learned any other way, that you could overcome everything that happened to you. So start looking ahead. Nobody drives forward looking in the rearview mirror. Understanding that and surging ahead with what you have been given and to appreciate time. I have a work ethic that they say is incredible. I mean, I can hang with the best of them when it comes to doing what has to be done. But I got it from watching my father, well and then sick. He kept going. He kept moving. He kept producing all the way out. Work ceases to be work when you start to love it. When you love what you do, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So you love it. That doesn't mean you don't get tired. That doesn't mean you should take vacation. That doesn't mean you should have self-care, all that. But self-care only has so much. After a while, you get tired of that sand on your back and you say, okay, I gotta do something, because we were made to be productive and creative and resourceful. And I want to tell every entrepreneur listening at me, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, write a book about what you learned from how you failed. There's always something to do with what you have experienced. My legacy is pouring whatever I experienced into who's listening. That is my legacy. That's proof that I was here. If at the end of this interview and the end of reading my book, I added something to your life that made you build a table out of a tree, then I built it too. Then whenever anybody asks you about the table, you'll tell them about this guy you met in the interview. You know, that's how we have survived for centuries. That's how my people withstood slavery and the atrocities of our lives. Because in the midst of all of the horrendous things we experienced, We still clapped our hands and we still sang our songs and we still managed to be creative and we are still here. So don't tell me about trouble through hanging and nooses and rapes and burnings and killings. We sang. And my legacy is that you dance and sing and survive and do something. I'm not saying that you won't have opposition and trouble and tears. I don't have to write about that. That will find you on its own. Agony will always find you on its own. It's ecstasy that has to have your address on it. So I'm sending you the potential to go beyond agony to the ecstasy of fulfilling everything you were created to be. And that's my legacy. It's in the people that heard me and read my books and saw my movies and traveled around the world with me. It's in my children. When I'm writing, I'm actually imagining that I'm having this conversation. And my book reads like I'm talking to you. And you know that from reading it. It sounds like we're having a conversation with a friend. I'm actually talking to you. I'm through the book. I didn't drop the mic. And don't you drop it either. And something of what I said will make it into your book. And something of what you said will make it into the book of the person who read it. And that's how we have progressed for centuries and eons and millenniums, because we passed the mic, we didn't drop it. If you lose your ability to hear, eventually it will affect your ability to speak, because there is a correlation between what the ear hears and what the mouth articulates. On the impetus of that ideology comes this tremendous premise of listening. Every great orator is a great listener. And I think we have lost not our ability to speak, not yet, but we have lost our ability to listen. Because the only thing we do is pause while we formulate our next approach to attack. And that's not listening, that's strategizing. But if we actually take the time to listen, most of us all want the same things. Most of us want to be loved. Most of us want to be appreciated. Most of us want to be accepted, flaws and all. Most of us, if we have children, want what's best for our children. Most of us are scared. Most of us are anxious and worried. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we communicate? We're better together than we are apart. And we don't have to agree about everything. But in the process of meeting, I found it's hard to hate somebody you understand. And in the process of meeting, your perspectives broaden, sometimes to the point that you are ejected from the tribe, because people who are not exposed are intimidated by people who are exposed. But people who are exposed, it's worth it to lose the sanctity of your citizenship and the tribe of how you describe yourself to enter into the broader world of a human experience before you die. I would hate to die in a zip code having never left the neighborhood that I was born in mentally, and not experience the world, France and Ethiopia and Australia and millennials and boomers and Gen Xers. There's something to be learned, and people of faith and people not of faith. We need to communicate to survive as a species. If you're going to be successful in business today, you cannot build your business around people like you. You have to build your business in a very broad, eclectic way, because the world is becoming broad and eclectic. And a narrow mind also causes you to be less successful at the end of your career, because you're niche marketing an item that could have a broad appeal if you didn't think within the prison of your own experiences.
Hello, my name is Gwen Collier. Today I'm going to read a piece I wrote for our Daily Bread titled, Who Am I? In 1859, Joshua Abraham Norton declared himself Emperor of the United States. Norton had made and lost his fortune in San Francisco shipping, but he wanted a new identity, America's first emperor. When the San Francisco Evening Bulletin printed Emperor Norton's announcement, most readers laughed. Norton made pronouncements aimed at correcting society's ills, printed his own currency, and even wrote letters to Queen Victoria asking her to marry him and unite their kingdoms. He wore royal military uniforms designed by local tailors. One observer said Norton looked every inch a king. But of course, he wasn't. We don't get to make up who we are. Many of us spend years searching for who we are and wondering what value we possess. We flail, trying to name or define ourselves when only God can truly tell us the truth about who we are. And thankfully, he calls us his sons and daughters when we receive salvation in his son, Jesus. Yet to all who did receive him, John writes, he gave the right to become children of God. And this identity is purely a gift. We are his beloved children, who are, as John says, born not of natural descent nor of...
Okay. Hey, that's for tomorrow. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, then I kind of let that go a little bit off kilter there, but that's okay. It's 6:52 in the morning. I was down in the hall trying to, get my other stuff done, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't quit and all that stuff, and from TD Jakes this morning. Now, let us go and do a couple more things this morning. Lessons of life and the word of the day. That's what we're going to do right now. As soon as I can figure out where it's at. Okay, there we go, right there. Okay, then. I got to pay more attention in the future. I let it slip away from me, brother. Slip away. There we go, right there. It's 6:53 in the morning, and today's word of the day, I like to use this word quite often because it gets to where my head is often. The word is cogitate. 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 It means to meditate deeply or intently. It's not a passing thought, something that a flippant thought, but to really go inside the thought and pick it apart and see what it's made out of. That's what cogitation is. It is deep in the deep recesses of your mind to investigate the thought, to figure out why you think the way you do. And so I do a lot of cogitation. I do a lot of cogitation. I do. So again, the word of the day is cogitate. Cogitate. To meditate deeply or intently. Okay. Lessons of life today, things you learn by living. The things you learn by and I think all of us this morning will be able to identify with this one right here. Most of us like giving advice. We do. We rely on our experiences and things of that nature, and we try to give advice to people. But here's the difficult part. I have found, I don't know about you, I have found it easy to give advice. But I find it difficult at times to follow that same advice myself that I give to others. So does that sound familiar to any of you out there? It's easy to give advice, but sometimes it is difficult just to follow your own advice. I don't know why. It just seems to be. All right. Anyway, good morning to you. It is May the 15th. George Wallace was shot and paralyzed on this day. I forgot exactly what year, but it'll tell me in a minute. In May 15, 1948, hours after declaring its independence, the new state of Israel was attacked by Transjordan, Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon. Talk about your enemy surrounding you. 1861, on this day, President Abraham Lincoln signed an act establishing the Department of Agriculture. 1928, the Walt Disney cartoon character Mickey Mouse made its debut in the silent animated short Plain Crazy. 1967, the U.S. Supreme Court, in its unanimous and regal decision, ruled that juveniles accused of crimes were entitled to the same due process afforded to adults. 1970, just after midnight, Philip Levette Gibbs and James Earl Green, two black students at Jackson State University in Mississippi, were killed as police opened fire during student protests. In 1972, on this day, Alabama Governor George C. Wallace was shot and left paralyzed while campaigning for president in Laurel, Maryland, by Arthur H. Bremer, who served 35 years for attempted murder. In 1975, U.S. forces invaded the Cambodian island of Kong Tang and captured the American merchant ship Mayagais, or close to it, which had been seized by the Khmer Rouge. All 39 crew members had already been released safely by Cambodia. Some 40 U.S. servicemen were killed in connection with that operation. In 1988 was the year the Soviet Union began the process of withdrawing its troops from Afghanistan, and we took their place and lost too. More than 8 years after Soviet forces entered the country. Okay then. In the year 2000, by a 5-4 vote, the U.S. Supreme Court threw out a key provision of the 1994 Violence Against Women Act, saying that rape victims could not sue their attackers in federal court. In 2007, the Reverend Jerry Falwell, who built the Christian right into a political force, died in Virginia at the age of 73. The year was 2009. General Motors sold about 1,100 dealers. Their franchises would be terminated. And in 2020, President Donald Trump formally unveiled a coronavirus vaccine program called Operation Warp Speed. And thanks to him, I think we're a lot better off than we would have been anyway. Okay, if you really want to be honest about it, but that's just me. Anyway, all right, that's it. That's it for now. We'll bring back other stuff next hour and other things we're going to talk about. But yeah, those are the things that make life worthwhile. Okay, some of those things anyway. All right, then we'll be back.
WSFA News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12.
Well, that's what happens when you discipline in your society.
Media station. This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Days after COVID-era policy ended, the surge at the southern border has tapered off. Officials had expected it would shoot up, but the numbers are still high and detention centers are jammed. Correspondent Wijah Jang is at the White House.
Over the weekend, migrants arrived at border fences for a shot at a new life and for help to survive. We're hungry. Just Homeland Security Secretary Montgomery says strict new rules are deterring others from coming.
The United States Border Patrol has seen an approximately 50% drop in the number of people encountered at our southern border.
China has sentenced a 78-year-old U.S. citizen to life in prison for espionage. Correspondent Kathy McCormick.
Such severe sentences are rare for foreign citizens in China. Zhang Xinhuan Liang held a U.S. passport, and this is likely to further strain relations between Washington and Beijing. He's also a permanent resident of Hong Kong. It isn't clear when he was taken into custody. The State Department says it's aware of the reports but have no further comment.
Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky is in the UK today for talks with Prime Minister Sunak on military aid.
All of this last very important issue urging support for Ukraine and security for not only for Ukraine, it's about for all the U.S.
Zelensky visited with leaders in Rome, Berlin, and Paris over the weekend. Police in Arizona say 2 people were killed, a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old, at a neighborhood party in Reno. A 16-year-old boy is being treated for life-threatening injuries. Blue Sergeant Lori Franklin.
It is still an ongoing investigation, so there was a lot of witnesses there, so everybody's being interviewed, everything's being double-checked, everything's being gone over.
So far, no arrests. The Pacific Northwest is in the dangerous grip of a heat wave. Faith Wimberly lives in Seattle.
We don't have air conditioning either, but we're lucky to have a backyard and access to shade and windows that open. We can get a good cross breeze.
Heat advisories are posted through Wednesday. In California, Sierra Nevada, 3 campgrounds at Yosemite are closing as they brace for record snowmelt. Marvel's threequel ruled the Mother's Day box office.
Come on, Drax. Seriously, dude? No, don't
The Galaxy 3 brought in more than $60 million in its second weekend, a distant second. Super Mario Brothers movie, and debuting in
Hello, you've reached the home of the retired and gifted.
Club 2 with Candice Bergen, Jane Fonda, Diane Keaton, and Mary Steenburgen. This is CBS News.
Find your next great hire with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Terry, is this schedule the most updated?
There's a wedding season rush at Dr. Iona's dental practice.
We should try and squeeze you in next Tuesday.
She needs a dental hygienist to unveil fresh smiles.
How long has she been under the UV lamp?
Indeed can help her hire people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go, so I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partner with Beacon. With the new Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GAF, right on my fingertips. It's like having my Beacon rep in my pocket 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and you need to do that. In June, purchase through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Beacon, always building.
A star quarterback with sports aren't everything.
Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who led his team to the Super Bowl last season and then signed a 5-year, $255 million contract, is celebrating another achievement. A master's degree. The 24-year-old earned his graduate degree in human relations at the University of Oklahoma. The school's dean sharing that moment on Twitter. People interview with Essence magazine. Hood said his mom, a special ed teacher, got her master's degree to keep the heads of curls. Matt Pumper, CBS News.
He's the world's oldest dog. Before the Baja Men hit and the Air Bud movie, there was Bobby. He's a purebred who lives in a small village in Portugal and celebrating his 31st birthday. 100 of his best human friends. Bobby's secret? Only eats human food. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News. The American
hasn't worked anything. It only increases your pain as you do that. The next strategy comes out to people that how to do your business so they can help your children.
When it comes to your money, if you really want to get smart about, you could find it at smart.money.org. There's one way you can swing out. Actually, it's not that smart.money.org. It's an easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Sean Montgomery, will apparently appears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Good morning. It's 7:06 in the morning right here on News Radio 1440. And there are lots of things to talk about if you want to. If not, we can talk about everybody. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's feeling well. Now, I'm expecting a call. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to happen. Hopefully she will. He will call somebody from from that. What do you call that thing? The Whitewater Park thing. What that organization they put together? I forgot what they call it. They call it the I don't know, whatever they call it. Hopefully. Okay. So around 7:30. So I expect to hear from. What is that thing called? It's the entity put together to manage the new Whitewater or the water park, whatever you want to call it, Whitewater Park, whatever it is, stuff like that. Anyway, so I learn a little bit more about that. Again, we keep hearing that everybody's hiring and stuff like that, and everybody actually, I can't find a job. I just don't know why. We hire, anyway, lots of people trying to get a job at the city. What's going on out in the real world? I don't know. How's everybody doing it? Now they're lying to us on TV. So well, the amount of people trying to get to the United States, well, we know they're lying. We know they're lying. We know they're letting people. Matter of fact, I saw a video yesterday down at the border where they were actually taking their own buses, going over there, picking people up, bringing them across. So listen again, and it sounds kind of unfriendly we don't blame the people. Let me say that one. We don't blame people for trying to get over here. We just don't. I don't blame them. But again, we got the only country in the world. We just open the door and just do away with the door. Just do away with it. Just to help. Pay $2 and come on in. Boy, I tell you. This is who I'm looking for right now. Let's see, good morning, who's this? Doug, yes, sir. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Oh, we got. There's no doubt in my mind. We got about 30 million. They're just they lying. Yeah. Why do you believe that? Why do you believe that somebody think this is a good idea? Right. Don't blame them. Right. wait a minute. So I had to wait till I was 65 to get the card. Now we're just giving the card to people and say, see you up in Alabama. And it's a little bit of everybody. It's a little bit of everybody. I mean, Reagan gave the first amnesty. Yeah. I mean, what are they afraid of? These are not even vote. These are not even people who can vote legally. Oh well. I mean, really, and again, we don't blame the people. We don't blame the people. That would come into, but that's why our military, our homeland. And what the hell is homeland security? What the hell does that mean anymore? Who's homeland trying to secure? I keep hearing that, but I got people looking for a job saying they can't find one. No, I didn't see that. Yeah. Well, I keep hearing that, but I know some people who are really looking for a job and can't seem to find one. I mean, so either this. Well, I guess that does matter, but you know, but if we have an abundance of jobs, looks like we would have an abundance of jobs in just about every spectrum of employment. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So you're telling me I get off the air today by 6 o'clock this afternoon. If I go out there and looking for a job, I can have one. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Now I don't care what it is. I'm gonna try today. When I get off the air. I'm going to put in application. Okay, and okay, right. I mean, you can't get the CEO job, and I got that. You can't get the CEO job, but okay, I'll let you know in the morning how it worked out for me. Okay. I'm going to see how it works out for me. All right, appreciate it. I'll wait for him to call at 7:30. Okay, appreciate it. Uh, yes. I think people should be willing to do anything for a job. That's not the job. Now, hating and stealing is not a job. Oh, I don't know about all of them. No, you got about 2.5.
It says like this, Kevin. He said, but I say unto you, love your enemy. Bless them that bless you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them that despiteful uses you. And then persecute you. So and there's something we all need. That thing is going, you know, but this is very important, Kevin. One, whole, not result. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. That love God. And my friend, Kevin, God healed before all things. Look at me here. God says so beautifully together. He said, if I be lifted up from the earth, I will draw all men unto me. If I be lifted up from the earth, and that's to the ground.
All right. All right. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Homeless vets are being booted from New York hotels to make room for migrants. Yeah. 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 Well, he gave that job to Kamala. I think he's in probably the beauty parlor somewhere. Because matter of fact, I don't really think she is a vice president anymore. I think she quit. They just ain't telling me. Well, unless it's the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, yeah, yeah, I ain't trying to find out anyway. So yeah, mhm, yeah, yeah. Hey, it is. It is. It is. When they put veterans out, some folk guys over in Afghanistan and stuff too. So I don't know, man. Although that is New York, they don't really have an appreciation for the government don't really have an appreciation for the veterans. No way. It's kind of like the guy in the White House now. Yeah. So that's what we got. I got to take a break. We'll come back after this 7:23 in the morning. Radio News Radio 1440.
To learn more, check us out at thekindsolution.net.
Telling it like it really is. The Dan Bongino Show. On the News Radio 1540.
Okay, we're back. Time to take one more call before I get my guest on. Hopefully, we'll see who this is. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning, sir. You got to pass a drug test, I guess, and yeah. But let me ask you, but in today's society, I can understand cocaine, crack, but really, we're gonna deny people a job for smoking marijuana? I mean, yeah, well, yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe. I was wondering how does having new, I like the color, but how is that, yeah, but how does that help us with stopping crooks? Now I'm all for that, but how does that help us? I mean, it looks good, okay. Trans, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we got a lot of transitioning going on in America right now. Girls to men and men to girls and things of that nature, and now black and white to blue. Listen, but let me ask you something now. The blue color is more genteel. It doesn't say hardcore. It says we your friend. You know, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I don't know. It's almost 17. I think you got at least one more year to figure this out. I don't know. I just don't know what's coming out of our country. It's not the country that it used to be. Yeah, yeah. It looks like at some point, yeah, I appreciate at some point the only people that will benefit from being in America is poor folks because you're the same poor person no matter what country you're in. So you get treated. Okay. Good morning. Oh, I'm doing fine, but here, listen, I got a guest coming up. Get with me later, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to talk to our guest. Good morning, Mr. Hep. I am fine. Did I pronounce the name correctly? Okay. Now, our councilman, our commissioner said you come from a background of putting a lot of these places uh, in action. So tell me a little bit about who is Mr. David Help and Now, I personally am not a water guy, except when I have to get in the water. Other than that, I'm not. But what I have been told is that this part is it's kind of like rap music. I don't like it until the guy told me, he said, "Well, you don't understand it because they're not talking to you." So this is for the people who want to participate in that kind of adventure. Mhm. Right, right, right. Let me give you one of the concerns that a lot of folks here had. Uh, until this came about, besides looking at it on television, I had no idea of the nuances of it, and really, honestly, didn't really have much interest in going on that water unless I'm fishing, and I don't really like fishing. But however, again, it's for people who enjoy this thing. Are there any instances where this has been overwhelmingly successful? Right. The things, and of course, when I lived in Honolulu for a while, for about 5 years, so I'm familiar with the guys on the little surfboards and all that stuff, riding the waves and all that kind of thing. But that's a natural, uh, uh, they're within their natural habitat, right there on the Pacific Ocean. What creates the 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 whatever the environment in the water that allows you to be able to rap? Right, right. Okay, it sounds good. How long? I don't suppose you have been here at the beginning of this. How long have you been on the team out there? Okay, you've been here a minute. We just never heard of you till the other day. I guess we didn't really have it because most of us don't quite understand. So this is what we are doing. We're taking and you said 12 million gallons. Where's that water coming from? Okay. Okay, well, I don't go to too many water parks either. I'm excited though, because having lived in Honolulu on the ocean, all I could think about every morning was I wanted a tsunami coming. So I said okay. So I left after about 5 years, came back to Seattle, and then Mount St. Helens blew up. So whether it's on land or whether it's on water, there's always a something that's going on. So 12 million gallons. So we have machinery at the park uh, to I guess keep this water flowing, keep it doing what it's supposed to be doing, and things of that nature. Mhm. Gotcha. Okay. Do you mind taking a couple? Do you mind taking a couple of questions from people if you don't mind? Okay. Good morning. You're on there with Mr. Help. Good morning. Well, he is the manager of the new Whitewater Park. I thought they could make it. They could make it. So, yeah. All right. Well, maybe next hour and we'll talk. No, 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 no. He wouldn't have any access to that information. So call me back next hour. We'll see if we can get somebody. All right, good man. Uh-huh. Good morning. You're here with Mr. Help. Good. Okay then. All righty then. Okay. Anyway, I hate that it had to come up, but I guess it is a sign of our times. But I truly hope one thing I do like about this particular thing is that we finally got something in the city of Montgomery that is not related to not related to the past. We want to move our kids forward to the future and give them hope. Uh, what is the what is the average age of people who frequent these parks? Do you know? Right, right. me take one more call for you, and then good morning, you're on there. HEPP. Yeah. Listen, he here to be put. Well, listen, I don't want to bring him into a political conversation here. We just well, he's here to run it. Well, whatever it's costing us, it cost us. All right, brother, let me take somebody else. Good morning to this. Okay, let me see. Well, I guess a lot. Listen, help, David. I'm gonna let you slide, and we appreciate you coming on. Again, this is something new to Montgomery. The cost, a lot of folks are concerned that the cost overrun. We started right at COVID thing, right, and they use that as an excuse, of course, to take the price of everything up. And not just here in Whitewater, but in America. So people are just, you know, uh, do you happen to know what the total outlay, what the total expenditure that we put into this park? Would you know that? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll find that out from the district who runs it. Either way it goes, we still got it, and we're still going to have it. And again, I'm glad we got something that's new to bring people here. My understanding, the Air Force likes it, and I get once you the problem with people in the military, you go so many places and you have access to so many things. Then you come to Pope Dunk, Louisiana, someplace, and all you got is a Ma and Pa kettle out there sitting there selling peaches, and it kind of like blows your high. So this hopefully will motivate them to want to come and stay a while and enjoy our city. So, sure. Okay. All right, David, appreciate it. David Help, who is the manager of Montgomery. What's the official name of that place anyway? Okay, Montgomery Whitewater. It ain't Whitewater Park, it's Montgomery Whitewater. Outstanding. Thanks a lot, David. Appreciate it. You didn't want the subject to, sorry, the subject to some of that crap there, but everybody's not political all the time. But let's take a break. And here we go.
Trustworthy, consistent, reliable. This is what we do. This is what customers are saying about Jamie King. It's clean. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners provide the same quality clean at every level. Let us put our 35 years of experience to work for you. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JANIKING Cleans.com. Franchise opportunities also available at JannyKingCleans.com. Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare. Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people on the way are more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double than the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's claims. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO. Better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get back in 2 minutes. Your experience tonight. Here's the number to me: 855-51-51. That's 855-51-51.
From the American and visit healthy choices. I got smart about nothing. Nothing else separate me
It really is. It's the Dan Barnes Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Well, I just have to tell Mr. Helper, welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. I That's okay, though. But we did get some interesting information out of that. 12 million gallons of water down. Wow. That's a lot of water. Who paying that light bill? That water bill, that's okay. That's okay. We ain't worried about that. 12 million. I mean, I can't even fathom a million gallons. 12 million. Whoa. That'll be fun though. I'm gonna have to go put on a Speedo and run down there and see if I can tackle that water a little bit. But make sure I put on a vest, okay? Because I'm going to go down there and make sure I put on the vest to go in all that water. Sometimes the bathtub makes me dizzy. Oh wait, I haven't taken a bath in years. Okay, showers make me dizzy sometimes because the water be getting in my eyes. I think you see it. Soap, water, and all that kind of thing. Anyway, 7:56 in the morning. We got a lot of things to talk about. Besides the invasion at our border, there are other things which we can have conversations on. But come on, Gadfly. The man's coming on doing us a favor, letting us know what's going on, and you're going to answer how much everybody else is. Come on, man. Hey, give me a break. Give the brother a break. He's just trying to help us out here. You just don't like nobody. I mean, who do you like? I'm just trying to figure out who do you like. You must have been a kid in school who didn't have any friends whatsoever. And I understand that. Sometimes it's tough to be lonesome, okay? It really is. I understand, okay? I do. What holiday is it today? Well, today is Bring Flowers to Somebody Day today. That's right, take somebody flowers. International Conscientious Objectives Day. Don't need to do that one. International Family Day today. Okay, check it out. International Kangaroo Care Day. I don't really care about kangaroos at all, but if you like them, this is their day. National Chocolate Chip Day today. Don't really care about chocolate chip cookies anyway, but that's from our food and beverage. From our special interest, well, National Nylon Stocking Day. Okay, National Safety Dose Day. You don't take more than what you're supposed to take of your medication. Okay. National Severus Sclerosis Day. Whatever that means, I'm glad I don't have it. Police Officers Memorial Day. As a matter of fact, we will have a commemoration for all the police officers next hour that lost their lives in the line of duty in the city of Montgomery over the years. Straw Hat Day. Like straw hats? That's good. All right, that's kind of day it is today, so we'll be back.
Several people were injured after a shooting Seattle Police Department says the shooting happened around 1 a.m. Sunday at the HJM Club on Hardin Street. At the hospital, one person was found with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. It's been nearly 1 month since the mass shooting.
So rather than graduate, we're going to finish.
Is
I'll tell you what's moving station.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with an unexpected result at the southern border. Instead of increasing, crossings have gone down by more than 50% since pandemic-era policy expired Friday. Many lawmakers say the numbers are still too high, and detention centers are packed. Correspondent Lydia Doring reports.
Congressman Tony Gonzalez took video from inside a Customs and Border Patrol facility in El Paso. Frustrated, he says that some are downplaying the reality.
There's over 6,000 people that are in custody. In this particular facility, it's meant to have 1,000 people, it's housing over 3,000.
After securing more military aid for his country from France and Germany, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky hopes for a new military commitment from the UK. He met with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak today.
Thank you very much. We support Israel a lot for us. We did a lot. You, the government, the register, the king.
Times have changed in Turkey, where officials have just announced longtime President Recep Erdogan will face a runoff after failing to secure 50% of the vote in yesterday's election. CBS's Raimi Inocencio was at the foreign desk.
Twin earthquakes in February that killed more than 50,000 people. Inflation near two-decade highs, and the currency has crashed against the dollar has shaken once seemingly invincible support for Erdogan. He came to power in 2003. More people than ever now want change.
The TSA is testing out facial recognition technology at some of this country's airports. Correspondent Kevin McCormick has the details.
The TSA is increasing the number of security measures nationwide, and so far this is voluntary. Facial recognition technology is under scrutiny in the past, but it's now being tested in 16 airports. It compares the image on your driver's license or passport to those captured on cameras. Critics say the increasing surveillance of Americans violates privacy rights.
Seeing more sloppy jalopies out there, blame pandemic slowdowns, inflation, and interest rates. Here's CBS's Jim Krasula.
We are taking our great American road trips in older and older cars. The average age of a passenger vehicle on U.S. highways and byways has hit a record 12.5 years. That's according to data gathered by S&P Global Mobility. Sedans are even older on average, 13.6 years.
A once-hot digital news startup has filed for bankruptcy this morning. Vice Media's lenders are expected to acquire the company. They put in a $225 million bid to be covered by existing loans. Vice News Tonight was canceled weeks ago. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates from us? You need Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender really comes in. One of the most trusted means of online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff, so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Serbia is 1 week into a month-long gun amnesty. Rifles, pistols, hand grenades, even anti-tank rocket launchers. Serbs have planted more than 13,000 items since the amnesty opened last week, much of it from the battlefields of the 1990s. Past amnesties have come and gone with little success, but this time is different. Serbs are appalled and grieving after 2 mass shootings this month that left 17 people dead, many of them children. CBS News. Teenagers receiving praise for her Mother's Day post. They're giving endless thanks to all of the people who help her raise her 3 children and make her the best mother she can possibly be. While many celebrities keep their hired helpers in the shadows publicly, Tegan posted a photo to Instagram with her kids in the arms of their 2 nannies. Comments included, "Thank you for being transparent," and "Such a breath of fresh air." Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio is unskippable and quick. You get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return on investment, and it's also why it should always be your main media buy. Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are are on more than one platform. That's why Cumulus offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your base radio line. At Cumulus, we are your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign that will get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thompson, and it's my job to get your business results on News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on Grow Your Business.
Managing your online presence takes time, effort, and expertise. It can overwhelm even the savviest business owner. So, meet Cumulus Boost. We're experts at boosting your online presence for businesses of every type. Make sure potential customers can easily find you and right when they find your website, online listings, consumer reviews. And
That is some breakfast.
Boost online at
I'm hungry.
cumulusboost.com. CUMULUSboost.com.
Trustworthy, consistent, reliable, the best at what they do. This is what customers are saying about Janny King, the king of clean. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners provide the same quality clean at every level. Let us put our 35 years of experience to work for you. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JANIKING Cleans.com. Janny King, the king of clean. Franchise opportunities also available at JannyKingCleans.com.
This is your special invitation to our 29th anniversary sale.
For a limited time, everything in American Oak and more, inventory, catalog, and special orders is 50% off the top tag price.
That's right, half off. Living room, dining room, bedroom, home office, and outdoor.
Interest-free financing available.
Hurry, sell in soon.
Mattress accessories and cozy excluded.
Like we've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't pay the fake money, so don't settle for fake wood. Good morning, Alabama. How did you sleep last night? You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We would take the time to teach you how a mattress is made, what supports you, and what gives you comfort. Then let you make a decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep Homegrown Collection. Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep from Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak Florida.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code KIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And we are back. I'm going to take a couple more calls, then we're going to get to the honor the Montgomery police fallen officer. Some of those guys I know, one of those people I know. But we're going to, because they did that last Wednesday, it was remiss upon me, and I just forgot to do it. Unfortunately, I was a bad person. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, Steve. What's up? And I said, come on, man, get a guy a break. He just doing his job. Yeah, you can. Well, I feel it too, but I said, oh, come on, man. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, but he can't answer all the questions. He can't answer them. I tried to get the lady from Alabama Power who has a job. She was Commissioner said she was going to come, then all of a sudden she didn't come. She didn't come, and so I guess she's got other things to do. She got a job, but I'm gonna try to get her. I ain't gonna say nothing bad or anything. I'm gonna see if I can get her to come on. Let her answer the questions that he wants the answers to. Yeah, yeah. Tommy Tuberville is the man. Yes. Right. 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 Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. But right, but listen, right, right, but wait, they'll be here in December. And I guarantee if you are truly a military man, we have gone all over the world, left life and limbs and blood in other people's lands to save their life. And you're telling me, you're telling me that we want to use our military now to eradicate life. He knows the dip. He knows the dip. Listen. I saw that. Listen. White supremacy. There's no such thing as white supremacy. What's wrong with being a nationalist? I'm a nationalist. Exactly. Who put white on it? Wait a minute. Who put white on it? Who? Well, I don't care. But if you right, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a minute. We live in a country now where you can call yourself a transgender and make yourself a woman. Come on, man. Well, let them join the other side. I don't care. Well, because people like Biden, wait a minute. It's because people like Biden who went to Howard University over the weekend and said the biggest threat to our nation are people who, how do you put it, white people, white folks. The guy, wait. This is the guy who said he didn't want his kids to go to school with black folks. I don't care. I think you got misunderstood what the brother was saying. Wait. Yeah, I gotta say it. Wait. Okay, so let me get this right. He said that black people get in trouble in order to get reparations. Well, you talking about this statement? Wait. You said he made this statement a year or so ago. Okay, I looked that one up. The man just had a wait a minute. The man just had a gaffe. Okay, I don't care what I still like Tuberville. I don't. Yeah. All right. Okay, bye. I got to check that statement out. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Well, that's true. As long as the dog's in his yard, I mean, yeah, it don't. As long as he said, you know, but n- you're right. Okay. Well, we're gonna look out for you. Yeah, we're gonna look out for you. Hopefully that dog. Of course, now, so just go when you go outside. This is a free open carry thing. So if you go outside, the dog comes at you and you just pop a cap in him. Yeah, he in your yard, ain't your dog. You scared? Shoot him. All right, well, shoot him. Shoot the dog. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that, but you know what? We've had people who never even been to any place except the United States in basic training, in basic training commit suicide. Never been outside the country. It happened. Exactly. So they probably shouldn't have been in the military to begin with. Uh, yes, 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 yes. Mhm. Yes, I have. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, also it did worse things than that. I've had to lay in the snow, cold as crap, with the drill sergeant with his foot over my face in the snow on top of my helmet. You know, when we wore the metal, and a few other things. Pick up crap with my hands with no gloves, nothing like that. It is what it is. Well, I don't understand. If you're not overseas getting shot at, why should you be depressed? That's our job. That was a job. Hey, well, think about how they what think about the Marines and that happened in 1983. So I mean, it is our job. No, but you ought to be, but you ought not be depressed because you leave home for a couple of months. I know. I mean, I know. Sir, I was. eh, I'm just saying we got to be stronger. Again, if you've seen something has happened. You know what I saw the other day? I saw a guy in my in Montgomery. It was on video, and a guy was robbing the guy. A guy was robbing this man in a store in Montgomery. The man had his hands up. Had his hands up. The guy robbed him and shot the man in the head. I will never forget the image of what I saw. Okay, I just could not believe people do that, but they do. Huh? No, that wasn't overseas. Well, that's true. But you can't. But you got to toughen up. As Americans, we used to be a hell of a lot tougher than we are now. And we all have had something happen to us. I mean, that's one of us. I'm sorry. I don't know. Again, I'm. I guess that's why. What you have a right to protect yourself. Now you might want to check in Montgomery Police Department though, to make sure that's all right. I mean, I'm just, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying you might want to check with the official because this information is given to you strictly as a off the cuff suggestion. I'm not illegal. I'm not legal. I'm not a lawyer. I don't work for the police department. But if you came to my yard, try to bite me, I'd pop them. Yeah. Okay. And he also has a right to get shot if he come to my house threatening me. So that's all I can say. Hey, appreciate it. Let me take one more. I got to get to my important things this morning. Good morning. It's 8:22. Yes. Good morning. I wasn't arguing with her. I was giving her my advice. Well, a lot of my callers are crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he wasn't there to answer administrative questions. Right, he did, but he said that she couldn't make it. Hmm. Well, listen, I tried. I tried. So I tried. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry about that. Let me see. Can I get you back there? Let me see here. Who's this? Oh, well, quickly, brother. I gotta run. Well, again, I don't go for people. I don't go. Wait a minute. I don't go for people. I go for what they believe. I am in. Hey, and I am in. I am in 90% agreement with Tuberville. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I've called. Wait a minute. At least some of them do come on. I've called the black politicians. They don't ever show up. Well, I am. They don't ever show up. Right. And I've tried to call them. They don't ever show up. And I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta do this police thing. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Pretty good. I'm not a Republican. Yes. Philosophically, yes. Yes. You're right. Why should it be forgiven? I don't blame them. Why should we forgive it? They took it out. They took out the loan. Yes. Yeah. Okay. You're paying for it anyway. Let me ask you a question. Now, I want you to be logical and reasonable. Let's say you pay for that child to go to a private school. Guess what happens most of the time? He don't end up in jail, and you paying to hold him in jail in prison. Either way, because in the traditional public school, you got a pretty good chance of getting there going to jail. Go right ahead, bro. Go right ahead. You have no choice. Have you been inside a public school lately? You have no choice. Well, okay, brother. Well, I got some things to do. I have. So let me ask you a question. Should you pay for my wait. Should you pay for my child to go to prison? I don't want you to pay for mine to go to prison. Okay. Okay, I gotta take a break. We'll be back.
WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2023.
Another very hot day on the way today. We hit 94 on Mother's Day. Today we get up to about 92. Sunshine through the morning, then clouds will develop, and some of those clouds will turn into showers and storms this afternoon into this evening. Coverage today around 40%. An even better chance of rain and storms tomorrow. Coverage around 60%. Highs right around 90 degrees, and another chance of scattered showers and storms Wednesday. Coverage around 50% with highs in the 80s.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. There is a small accident, Arba at South Lawrence, so please use caution there. Arba at South Lawrence. You see something else giving you trouble, contact us. We'll pass the info along. Incredible values are at Premier Place. Shop It's Fashion, GNC, T-Mobile, Goodwill, and more. Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Attention River Region listeners, take advantage of 4 new tires with no money down at Chico's Auto Pros, Montgomery's #1 rated tire store. Chico's Auto Pros.
Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Baranko with Chappie's Deli.
Jeff, we're doing a commercial. What are you eating?
Oh, just some Chappie's Deli pickles.
They are so good.
Mike, what if we give away a pickle for every time someone wins a pickleball game? Pickleball? Yes, pickleball. It's going crazy everywhere.
Chappie's Deli gives away a pickle to whoever wins? How do we even track something like that?
We can work that out. The big thing is we need to be the first ones giving away pickles for pickleball. Get it?
But Jeff, do people even want to eat a Chappie's pickle after playing pickleball?
It's a natural. This will be huge. I'm going to order a ton of Chappie's Deli pickles.
Jeff, not so fast. Folks, while supplies last, come get your pickles at any Chappie's Deli. Perry Hill, Pepper Tree, Baptist South, Prattville, and Auburn.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville, your trusted source for all things quality and beauty when it comes to window treatments for your home and business. On behalf of the entire team at Just Blinds, we want to thank the listeners of this station for choosing us for the best decor in this year's Listener Choice Awards. We're extremely honored to receive this recognition, and thank you for making Just Blinds your choice. We want to thank Cumulus for being a great advertising partner and someone we can always count on. Thank you, everyone.
It's time for fun in the sun, but be careful how much sun. Too much sun exposure can be dangerous. Skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the United States, affecting all races, genders, and generations. Experts believe that 4 out of 5 cases of skin cancer could be prevented since damage from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays is mostly avoidable. No matter where you are this summer, whether it's the beach or the backyard, take a few minutes to protect yourself from the sun. Try to stay out of the sun as much as possible, especially between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., when the sun's rays are at its strongest. Wear a hat and long sleeves, and put on sunscreen repeatedly throughout the day. Remember, your skin can be affected by the sun's rays even when it's cloudy.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, you are your child's first teacher. Like all students, kids will make mistakes. Your goal is to encourage the behavior you want to see, set clear expectations, reward good behavior, and withdraw privileges when needed. What doesn't work is spanking. It only increases the risk your child will be aggressive. For more strategies on child behavior, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show. Tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And we are back. I don't want to play it. Let me just take a couple of these calls here. Let me see who's here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, they were. I'm talking about the elect. I'm talking about the House. Yeah, the House of Representative folks in the state Senate. We need to be clear. That's right. I was in error. Right. I was in error. I apologize. well, no, I was. Yeah, that was rare. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. listen. Again, it is not my intention to. I realize I guess everybody deals with stress in their own way. You know, when I right, absolutely seen some. Right. Well, no, that's true. I've seen that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've seen that. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Well, I didn't say, but I do feel that we as Americans are not as tough as we used to be, and everything upsets us, everything depresses us. How in the world did we settle a country if everything that happens to us? Mm, mm, right. And that's it's a sad right. It's a sad thing. But let me ask you something. And just in a general, from a general sense, the World War II generation went through a hell of a lot more tougher time than we had. And right, the greatest generation. And we get upset if we somebody don't want us to call them a girl when we know they're a man. We get to, I mean, don't we have that? Don't we have a responsibility to be tough? Well, okay. Oh yes. Exactly. Our Buckies. I mean, but we've got we're not the America we once were. Well, well, brother, again, I can't. I hear you, and I hear what you're saying. Listen. I've been in situations where I have been depressed to the point where I actually wanted to take my life. Okay, I've been when I was overseas. I've been there. But you know what? No, no, no. The one died of AIDS. Right. But I was made tough by life. I was made that way by life. Like you, like many of us. We just you just gotta sometimes you gotta suck it up. Well, that's true. You- right. And you know what I like about you, Top? You know what I like about you? Even when I get way off the beaten path, you do have a way. That's why you was the first sergeant. I was sergeant. You do have a way to make me take a different perspective. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, matter of fact, I've been too sensitive sometimes to people's other. I'm just saying though, the greatest generation, the civil rights generation that fought and bled. I mean, my lord, if we had to do the same thing today, I guess wouldn't nobody show up? Yeah. Okay. I'm here. Okay. I will reevaluate my something on that one. 860-1440. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Well. And you still raising hell my people way down there. What's that? Okay. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. All right, then. Let me take another right quick. Good morning on air. Yes. Pretty good. What's up? Well, it's still on Facebook, man. But if you ain't listening to what I ain't got time to go through all the things we've been talking about. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good stuff, I guess. Yeah. We were much tougher. We were much tougher then. Well, I don't know. Hunger is hunger, no matter what year it is. But it's the way you deal with it. Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'm not soft, and I try to raise my child not to be soft either. Hmm. Hmm. And listen, I agree. As long as you don't join, I think you have a right to ask that question. But once you join, those questions are mute and irrelevant because you joined to fight your country's battle. So I agree with you. As long as you're not in, hey, I think you got a right to ask that question. I think people getting drafted have a right to ask that question. But if you voluntarily join, yeah, yeah. Well, rather than the Mexicans coming up here, they be going down there. So, so I ain't mad at them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I no problem. Just listen. Just tune in when you need to tune in. You need to get a little mental motivation. Yeah. I'll be sure to give you some. Anyway, appreciate it. Let me take one more call here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah, come think we did, didn't we? We did last week. That's right. I forget these things. My brain don't work too fast sometimes. Yes. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's just that it is what it is. That's true. I don't blame you. You know. So, all right. I don't blame. Listen, I got one more call before I take my last break at an hour. Let's go to. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Well, I did have one show. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, we good now. No, no, no. Just us. You, me. No. Oh, wait, yeah, yeah, yeah. He was on the phone. 7:30, somewhere around there. Oh, right, right, right. That was around 7:30. I can give you about 3 minutes. Then I got to go to a break. And Singleton, yeah, both of those guys, they'll come. Yeah. Well, he wasn't supposed to be here today. The woman was supposed to be here today, but evidently she worked for Alabama Power, and so she could, evidently she couldn't do it. I agree. Mm. Well, she worked for Alabama Power, so. Yeah. Hmm. Mm. All right, my dear. Gotta take my last break an hour. I guess I'll get to my police thing tomorrow. We're gonna honor those guys. Anyway, so we will take a break and we'll be right back right after these messages. All right. News Radio 1440.
Montgomery's Cover Watch Traffic, brought to you by Sun's Automotive Family on News Radio 15May. No matter what you live, what you make, that whole you're concerned about the alarming increase in yes, banks and institutions. Americans are concerned with vaccines really, really key. These include tasty breakfast, lunches, dinners, breaks, meats, snacks, average 2,000 calories per day. At least one of them per person. As we all know, calories equals energy equals survival. My Patriot Supply food kits in stock just for free. You think too many Americans have that institution? Yeah. Don't rely on yourself. MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com. Conveniently located on Atlanta Highway, just minutes from the Eastern Bypass in downtown. Chico's also knows convenient loaner car service, after hours cheap drop-off, and financing options for all things auto. Call Chico's Auto Pros today at 239-9510. Chico's knows. U.S. establishing principles of fairness, equity, and impartiality. But it's really I'm running. I'm going to tell you about a new show I'm working on called 5 to 4. 9 justices of the Supreme Court are not the smartest people in the country. No. We are. That's right. Every week, Peter, Rhiannon, and Michael are going to take on a legally dubious Supreme Court decision. Listen and subscribe to 5 to 4. Free, wherever you get your podcast. From the Western One Podcast Network. Conversations. A free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org. Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. Daily Encore Show.
Okay, we're back. Okay, I got to get to my police thing. I'm going to get to it. See, I can't afford more people. You can't educate stupid. I would agree. You cannot educate stupid. I'm with you. Like you said, I'm stupid. Come on now. I'm gonna be a little slow somewhere. Stupid. Come on. Let me see here. Who's this? Hey, Brody. Good morning. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. 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 And we become soft. We become a soft nation. We went up in Afghanistan and then we did in Iraq. So, right, right. Well, yeah, well, yeah, well, and I was in the '70s, so I got the foot. So yeah, 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 yeah. Listen, I appreciate. I'm running out of time. I just want to get this last call in, but I appreciate it. Good morning. You got about 30 seconds. Maybe not. Good morning. Who's this? All righty then. That's good advice. Anyway, time's up. We'll be back tomorrow. The good Lord says the same. Um, and today is my last day having sodas. I got to have one more. I just got to have two more. Then I'm done for the rest of my life, however long or short that may be. But if you do see me out there drinking a soda, not holding it, but drinking it, I give you $5. Yeah, that's how serious I am about this. I'm just going to give it up. I've been trying to do it for 10 years and it's been tough. But this year, if I live and nothing happens, I'll have another birthday tomorrow. And so I'm just going to see if I can get a couple more birthdays added on to that by giving up these stupid sodas, at least to my son gets one. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope that they find you well, and I enjoyed you. So have a good day. Yeah, I ain't full of crap. Not all the time.